Welcome back, guys. I've just arrived at the next project. This one is an abandoned AU XR8 ute. Arguably the most beautiful car ever produced in Australia. Has the 5.0 Windsor engine. Same motor they had from like the 60s till early 2000s. Same as a Mustang. Beautiful car. And the funny bit of the story of this thing is, the person who abandoned it was me. This is my daily driver up until 2020 in the pandemic. And it shit an alternator. I fixed that. Then I had a battery issue. And then it actually caused the BCM to shit itself. So it's literally just been sitting here, but I don't really want it. Like, I don't want it sitting here doing fuck all. It's a nice car. They're good. It needs a good clean, obviously, but I want to get it going again. Probably won't even get it registered because I'm going to wait until it can go on H plates. But I just want to get it turnkey, cleaned up again, and so I can drive it. I've got the tray plate and just whack the tray plate on it and go for a spin whenever I want. So I've got a new battery, a new BCM. I need to go find the keys. I'm going to stick the battery in, put the BCM in, and then my buddy Brendan from Titan Mechanical is going to lend me his scan tool. Then tonight I'll come back and try and code the BCM to the keys, or whatever you got to do. I'll probably do a bit of Googling in between to figure out what exactly I have to do. There's instructions with the BCM, but we'll do that. So let's get the battery in it, get the BCM in it, and then we can scan it. And then if we get this going tonight, maybe I'll bring the tray plate and we'll go do some skids somewhere or something maybe. It's pretty gutless, but it sounds good. So pretty well, the PCM lives under the dash, under here. And I actually didn't ring a torch, so I just have to use my phone light. I actually filmed me taking it out in January, so like 6 months ago. And then just got busy with other shit. So I'm just gonna plug it in, and then I'm probably not gonna screw it in at this stage just because once it's running and shit, I'll screw it in. So just gotta get under here. Get a bit of light on the subject. If I can get the plugs in with it dangling, that'd be ideal. The computer's actually got 3 plugs that need to go in there. The wires were quite short, so I kind of had to get the computer up in there, get the plugs in on a certain angle, and then twist it over the back of the loom. Whew. Oh, more cuts. It's so fucking cold. Everything's so hard to do. Oh, alright. Get a little bad paper, what I just... So the computer is... That's it there, the pink thing. So I've got that plugged in, tucked in. So normally it just kind of bolts pretty well where it is. So I've got that in there now. I'm going to put the battery in. Cut my finger. Little tip if you're putting batteries in a Falcon, leave the door open because they are prone to lock. Many a time I've put a new battery in and then I've locked it with the keys in the ignition and have to break in. Just leave the door open and you're not going to have any issues. Got the new battery here. This is the correct battery for that. That was a perfect fit. For that. Pro girl's like, ooh, just got a bit of 12 volts up me. Should we just whack the key in and see if it does anything? Like, I know it was meant to be programmed, but... yeah, there's no harm in trying. Nothing. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's going on. Well, it's still promising because it's doing something. It's got fuel in there. That's good fuel. I would have paid almost $3 a litre for that in 2020. Well, it's this Smart Shield fucking thing. Right. It's later that day. I've picked up the scan tool from Brendan, so got the scan tool, got the instructions. Let's work some magic. I've never done anything like this before, so yeah, I'm gonna sort of play it by ear and see how we go.
A few moments later.
Alright, it's been, what's the time of that? Like 3 or 4 hours. It doesn't look it, but it's actually pretty much dark in here. Outside, this camera just makes it look like it's getting dark. I've been fucking around trying this out the other. I can't figure this shit out, but I've just found something to reset the parameters, so I've got to wait 10 minutes. So that's just going now. So I'm hoping this fixes it, otherwise like fuck, I'm not too sure. So we'll wait 10 minutes and then hopefully this magically fixes it. Alright, it just did the parameter reset thing. The doors just went on and off. Okay. Do I just try and start it? Fucking dog piece of shit. Oh, this is like infuriating. I had 7 codes before. One of which was PCM communication fault. I just want to smash this whole car. I just want to just fuck it right up. Alright, did the reset, did the this, that, the other, done it like 10 times. Don't know, there's something wrong. Something else wrong. Coded the keys, reset the parameters, coded the keys again, reset the parameters. There's some sort of gremlin going on in this thing, so it's freezing. I've got no more ideas on what to do, so I'm going to call it a night and hit it again another time. Alright, back again, having another crack. Up all night, just like, shit, the camera's foggy. Twin turbo on Google, just like trying to figure out what's going on. I've found someone that will reprogram the PCM 250, and then the BEM and the PCM will be standalone, so they won't talk to each other. They'll both work on their own right. I think that's the way to go, because that way you don't have to worry about any of this code and bullshit. They just work on their own. Like, it's all working on the key now. Bang. Like the BM's working. Oh, this door hasn't been open. Fucking is. Oh. So I'm gonna disconnect the battery and pull the PCM out now. Send that off to old mate. These computers are a little bit fiddly to get out. So if it hasn't been pulled out previously, it's gonna have a pop rivet on the door side of the computer. So you've just got to drill that rivet out. I start off with a smaller one and then hit it with a bigger one just to chew the rivet out. Once you've done that, you actually have to lift the frame that's holding the computer up and it'll clip off on the other side, then you can pull it off. After that, you've got a 10mm bolt on top, just undo that and you can pull the loom off and the computer's free to go. Another little interesting thing, so that rivet that I just drilled is actually a bolt, and when it gets to the specific torque thing it snaps their head off, so you can't undo it. So I'll be able to just get that out and then put a bolt in to hold this in from now on. Okay. Alright, got the computer out, so let's get that sent off. Flashed, calibrated. Alright, it's been a week and I've got the ECU back. So the immobilizer file has been deleted out of here. So I'm going to whack it in and let's see if it starts. You're fucking kidding me. What the fuck is wrong with this thing? Fuck's sake. Got it to start. It wasn't, I don't know, ended up just bridging the terminals on the starter and it fucking fired up. Pain in the ass. So I've been fucking around for about 2 years just for a fuck bit of wiring. But it's running now. Won't start off the key, but it's running, so. See if it moves. Can't see a whole heap. It's in gear. There we go. Ooh. Right, me and Dad are going to take it to the servo, get some fuel. Dad's coming with me, so if it breaks down, fucking...
I can walk.
Yeah, he can walk back and get help.
They don't give it a gutful, like it might shit itself and then we can try to push it off the road then. And the tyres are flat.
There we go.
Turning the tyres up. Turning the flat tyres up.
It's just as slow as I remember. Made it to the servo. It's got 10 pound in that back wheel. Look at it. What a fucking weapon. Ended up being a broken wire between the relay and the starter, which I've been chasing this whole time. So it's so dumb. As well as it did have the computer issues, that was the main issue that started the whole chasing my tail. Yeah, fuck. I didn't actually film when I figured that out because I was so furious after getting that computer done. I'm like, bang, stick it in. All right, let's turn the key. Fuck. My heart just went, hello darkness, my old friend. Pure heartbreak. So I was really pissed off, and then I figured this out. So, but she's going now, so yeah, good. We're going to drive down the factory tomorrow and give it a little bit of a tune up. Loves it. Sitting for 5 years just straight on the limiter. Fucking beautiful. Thanks for watching, guys, and if you could like and subscribe, that would be shit hot. I'll catch you next time.